Your hormone balance is the secret key to graceful aging, yet one group of chemical preservatives, called parabens, actively mimics estrogen and jams your entire endocrine system. Stop trusting the name on the bottle and start reading the label, because we're exposing the ingredients that are turning your anti-aging routine into a toxic hazard. Number 20, the preservative lie. Why parabens are the first ingredient to ditch. You apply that elegant moisturizer, hoping for smooth skin, never suspecting the preservatives keeping it fresh are fighting your health. Parabens were beauty's invisible armor, guarding against mold, until scientists made a chilling connection. The deception of parabens, like methylparaben and propylparaben, is that they don't stay contained. They are easily absorbed, accumulating in the body with every application. Once inside, these substances mimic estrogen, acting as powerful endocrine disruptors. This is the paraben key. It jams your body's hormone receptors. Studies have detected paraben compounds in breast tissue, raising profound questions about their role in reproductive health. In fact, parabens are present in 99% of American adult urine samples. Paying for a beautiful serum should mean wellness, not inviting persistent hormonal interference. This single ingredient interferes with your body's essential rhythm. The question is, what other hidden chemical is silently hijacking your youth? The next danger is even more deceptive, lurking disguised as a luxurious fragrance. Number 19, the hormone threat, phthalates, the chemical hidden in your youthful scent. That beautiful scent in your anti-aging cream isn't just fragrance, it's likely a hormone disruptor designed to make the smell last for hours. Phthalates are the insidious secret, keeping your cosmetic aromas locked in place. These compounds are plasticizers. They make hard plastic soft. They make your scent last. The trouble begins because most products do not list phthalates on the label. They hide under the umbrella term, fragrance, a loophole exposing consumers. This one word on the label is the ultimate chemical camouflage, common even in items like nail polish. Once applied, these substances readily absorb into the bloodstream and interfere with the body's natural production of essential hormones. Research shows consistent exposure can impact the endocrine system. For mature women, adding this low-level interference is simply counterproductive. This silent chemical presence undermines the very hormonal balance we strive to maintain. Are you willing to pay a premium for a product that actively releases a known carcinogen just to extend its shelf life? That is our next shocking discovery. Number 18, formaldehyde releasers, the secret. Ingredient that dries out your skin. You might think formaldehyde is only found in a lab, but it's actively being released, molecule by molecule, into your face cream right now. Ingredients like quaternium-15 and DMDM-hydantoin slowly decompose, creating an unseen chemical hazard. These formaldehyde releasers are used because they are cheap and effective at stopping microbial growth. They must continuously break down to release formaldehyde, a substance recognized globally as a human carcinogen. This ingredient is literally sacrificing your skin's health for an extra 6 months on a shelf. The cumulative daily exposure over years raises serious concern. For mature skin, this process is irritating. It leads to chronic inflammation, dryness, and dermatitis, completely defeating the purpose of the anti-aging product itself. Transparency is vital because you won't see the word formaldehyde on the label. This prioritizes a company's profits over your well-being. Will you tolerate a cleansing routine that violently dissolves your skin's own defenses for the sake of a cheap lather? Our next ingredient strips away the protective shield your skin needs most. If you're finding this information shocking, please tap the like button to help spread this warning. Number 17, the stripping foamers, how harsh sulfates undermine skin repair. You love that rich, thick lather, believing it guarantees a deep clean, but this visual luxury comes at a devastating cost. That foam is the signature of harsh sulfates, and they are actively stripping away the natural protective lipid barrier your skin needs. Sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium laureth sulfate, SLS, and SLES, are most prevalent in your daily face wash. They cut through oil and dirt with such aggressive efficiency that they dissolve your skin's own vital fats. Your lipid barrier locks moisture inside. When sulfates compromise this barrier, your skin is vulnerable to water loss, a process known as transepidermal water loss. Visualize microscopic holes left by SLS. This leads to chronic inflammation, dryness, and a dull, aged appearance. This ingredient is the ultimate saboteur. The illusion of a deep clean is simply not worth the sacrifice of your skin's integrity. But if stripping your skin barrier is bad, imagine the systemic risks of a chemical filter that penetrates your body every time you step into the sun. Number 16. Oxybenzone. The sunscreen that works against your hormones. You apply sunscreen religiously, trusting this invisible shield, but the chemical filter meant to guard you may be penetrating deep into your bloodstream. This ingredient is oxybenzone. This chemical is the Trojan Sunscreen. Oxybenzone is a widely used ultraviolet filter. Studies confirmed this chemical is readily absorbed into the bloodstream at levels far exceeding the threshold for safety. The FDA found this chemical in the blood at concentrations over 50 times the safety threshold. Once absorbed, oxybenzone acts as a potent endocrine disruptor. It can mimic natural hormones, causing potential interference with your body's thyroid and reproductive systems. Introducing a systemic disruptor daily through a product intended for health protection is a profound contradiction. The foundation of a good anti-aging routine is reliable sun protection. But can you afford to ignore the toxic cocktail hidden behind one single simple word on your product label? This leads us to the hidden cocktail of chemicals that companies simply call fragrance. Number 15. The unspoken killer. Why synthetic fragrance is a toxic catch-all. When a product label lists only the word fragrance, it's not one single ingredient, but a hidden cocktail of hundreds of unregulated chemicals. You are buying a chemical risk every time you choose a perfumed anti-ager, trusting a vague term that conceals its true contents. Scent formulations are considered a protected trade secret. A single fragrance listing can hide over 100 undisclosed raw ingredients, including phthalates. This lack of transparency is alarming. These mixtures are notorious for their potent allergenic potential, leading to dermatitis and flare-ups that undermine any benefits of the anti-aging formula. This creates a constant low-grade allergic assault that drives chronic inflammation. Elegant women know that true luxury requires purity. The fragrance label is the ultimate barrier to knowing exactly what you are applying. Is true elegance worth smothering your skin with a cheap, non-nutritive byproduct of the oil industry? Next, we explore the one ingredient that suffocates your skin using a waste product of the gas and oil industry. Number 14. The Petroleum Trap. Why mineral oil and petrolatum accelerate aging? You rub that slick, inexpensive cream onto your face, believing the moisture is sinking in, but you're actually applying a byproduct of the oil industry that suffocates your skin and prevents true regeneration. This is the truth behind the petroleum trap, sprung by cheap fillers like mineral oil and petroleum. These common ingredients are derived from crude oil refining, and their downfall is their high occlusive nature, meaning they form a near impenetrable seal over the skin. Think of it as wrapping your face in plastic cling wrap. This seal traps moisture, but also traps dirt, bacteria, and prevents your skin from breathing, which is critical for cellular renewal. Unless explicitly stated as pharmaceutical grade, you are risking impurities from the refining process. Petroleum offers nothing but a superficial sheen, slowing down cell turnover. This is a substitution of quality for cost. Don't be fooled by the luxurious feel of petroleum. Now that we understand the suffocating fillers, we must look at the sneaky compounds designed to push all these questionable ingredients deeper into your delicate tissues. Stop. Take a breath. We've just revealed 7 massive chemical betrayals, from the preservative that hijacks your hormones to the oil byproduct that suffocates your cellular repair. If you have any of these products in your bathroom right now, pull them out. Because the next 3 ingredients are the true chemical enforcers, the ones that actively push all these toxins deeper into your skin, where they can do the most harm. If you stay on this journey, I promise you, you will never look at your beauty cabinet the same way again. Number 13, the glycol deception, propylene glycol as a hidden delivery system risk. This ingredient is heralded as a triumph of cosmetic science, used to help other chemicals penetrate your skin faster and deeper. But it becomes a dangerous weapon when those other chemicals are the very toxins we have just told you to avoid. The culprit is propylene glycol, a penetration enhancer that breaks down your skin barrier to deliver ingredients more efficiently. When combined with cheaper formulas, it becomes a high-speed delivery system for parabens and fragrances. You often find these PEG compounds in foaming body washes. More alarmingly, the manufacturing process can result in contamination with 1,4-dioxane, a known human carcinogen. This means while you pay for deeper benefits, you may also be receiving an unwelcome delivery of a hidden toxic compound. The glycol deception highlights the ultimate irony: a high-tech delivery system used to push low-quality, harmful ingredients. This hidden contamination is a concern, but how profound is the deception when an aggressive antibacterial agent disrupts your internal systems? Number 12. Triclosan, the antibacterial lie that doesn't belong on your skin. This aggressive antibacterial agent has found its way into some anti-aging products, but its true effect is a profound disruption of your body's delicate chemical signals. You may trust it to cleanse, but triclosan is a powerful systemic meddler. Triclosan was originally engineered for hospital settings. While regulators forced its removal from many products, it still lingers in certain cosmetics. Once absorbed, it targets the thyroid system, interfering with hormone regulation. It's like sending a wrecking ball into your thyroid system. Furthermore, by indiscriminately eliminating all bacteria, it jeopardizes the delicate balance of your skin's microbiome, the ecosystem that defends against aging. Eliminating this friendly flora leaves your skin vulnerable to irritation. The presence of triclosan is a sign that a company relies on outdated, aggressive chemistry. But are you aware that some synthetic antioxidants carry a health warning from the world's top cancer research authority? Number 11, BHA and BHT, the antioxidants with the Carcinogen Warning. Companies market BHA and BHT as powerful antioxidants, but these synthetic stabilizers carry a heavy asterisk. They are red flagged for the very long-term health hazards they claim to fight against. BHA, or butylated hydroxyanisole, and BHT, butylated hydroxytoluene, are chemical cousins used primarily as preservatives in cosmetics, especially in oil-based formulas. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, the IARC, classifies BHA as a possible human carcinogen. This is a foundational health warning associated with an ingredient you apply around your eyes and mouth every single day. The chemical is often found in lip and eye products. We seek antioxidants to neutralize free radical damage. Yet with these ingredients, you are applying a synthetic shield that carries documented health risks. The truth is, genuine longevity comes from pure ingredients. But what if the danger lies not in the chemical itself, but in the microscopic size of the particles you inhale every day? Number 10, the titanium dioxide or zinc oxide. Nano risk, a size problem. Even the safest mineral sunscreens can harbor a hidden danger if the particles are made small enough to disappear invisibly into your skin. This pursuit of a seamless aesthetic finish creates a microscopic problem. We are speaking specifically of titanium dioxide and zinc oxide when they are ground down to the tiny, undetectable nano size. Manufacturers use this process to eliminate the white cast. Research has shown that when these particles are reduced to below 100 nanometers, they gain the ability to potentially penetrate the bloodstream, or, more critically, pose a significant risk when inhaled from powdered makeup. The transition to nanotechnology demonstrates the industry's reckless pursuit of vanity. If the label doesn't say non-nano, you must assume the risk is present. Size absolutely matters when it comes to your skincare. Don't let the desire for invisible protection compromise your internal integrity. Next, we must expose the ingredients that add nothing but risk, used solely to make a product visually appealing. Number 9. Synthetic dyes, coal tar, and the coloration catastrophe. You've seen those bright, vibrant pinks and blues in some anti-aging serums, but those appealing colors are often sourced from petrochemicals. This is the coloration catastrophe, where pure vanity introduces unnecessary risk. These pigments are primarily synthetic dyes. They offer zero functional benefit to your skin's vitality. They are used solely to make a product aesthetically pleasing. The alarming secret is that many of these bright dyes are derived from coal tar. They carry a risk of contamination with toxic elements, including traces of arsenic or lead, which can accumulate in the body. For mature skin, these chemicals are potent irritants, triggering inflammation, which accelerates the aging process. The presence of synthetic dyes is an immediate red flag. True anti-aging success is colorless in its purity. But next, we must confront a common liquid filler that delivers a quick-drying finish at the long-term expense of your skin's most crucial resource. Number 8. The drying enemy. Why isopropyl alcohol is a skin-wrecking filler? That refreshing, quick-drying finish on some toners isn't a sign of efficacy. It's actually a desperate use of cheap alcohol that rapidly dries out your skin and causes long-term collagen breakdown. This ubiquitous filler is the drying enemy, and it's sabotaging your pursuit of elegant aging. We are referring to alcohols such as isopropyl alcohol, ethanol, and alcohol denat, the harsh volatile types. Manufacturers love these because they are a cheap way to give a cream a fast-absorbing feel. However, this immediate effect is an illusion. These alcohols strip away the essential lipids right out of your skin's barrier, a process known as lipid depletion. This leads to chronic inflammation, the single biggest accelerator of wrinkle formation. When you apply a drying alcohol, you are overriding your skin's wisdom. Don't mistake that quick evaporation for true absorption. If an anti-aging product makes your skin feel immediately tight and dry, it's actively working against your vitality. Next, let's uncover a multi-million-dollar deception. The topical ingredient that is too large to ever provide the benefit it promises. Number 7. The low-quality collagen Lie marketing hype with zero absorption. You're spending a fortune on topical collagen creams, buying into the promise that you can rub youth back into your skin. Yet the molecules are almost certainly too large to ever penetrate your dermal layer. This is the low-quality collagen lie, a piece of marketing hype. Collagen is a magnificent protein that gives youthful skin its firm structure. However, the collagen found in topical creams is generally too substantial to pass through the outermost layer of your skin. Think of the collagen molecule as a basketball trying to pass through a chain-link fence. These massive molecules simply sit on the surface, acting, at best, as an expensive, superficial moisturizer. When you see a high price tag, you are paying for the marketing story, not for the verifiable ability to rebuild collagen. True collagen restoration requires targeted interventions or internal support. Do not be swayed by the promise of instant structural repair. True cellular rebuilding requires molecules that are small enough to communicate with your deeper skin layers. Next, we expose a common powder filler that carries a hidden risk of contamination tied to its deep earth origins. Number 6. Talc, contaminated. The powder filler you must check for. This common mineral filler gives many products a smooth, silky finish, but its close proximity to asbestos deposits underground has created a generational contamination risk. The beautiful finish of talc comes with a hidden high-stakes trade-off. Talc is praised for its ability to absorb moisture. The geologic problem lies in its source. Talc is often mined near deposits of asbestos. Talc intended for cosmetic use has been subject to cross-contamination. Independent testing has repeatedly exposed this critical failure. For the sophisticated woman, repeated application introduces an unacceptable risk of inhaling microscopic, harmful fibers. Any company that cannot guarantee zero asbestos contamination has failed its consumers. The truth about talc is a powerful reminder that natural is not the same as safe. A quick, smooth finish should never compromise your long-term respiratory health. Now, let's explore a physical attack on your skin barrier, carried out by common ingredients you use to exfoliate. Number 5. The aggressive scrub. Why physical exfoliation creates micro-tears. You believe that abrasive scrub is smoothing away your fine lines, but that sharp, gritty texture is actually creating invisible micro-wounds in your skin that lead to chronic, low-grade inflammation. This is the truth behind the aggressive scrub. This is barbaric skincare. Many popular scrubs use harsh particles, such as crushed walnut shells or apricot pits. Under a microscope, the damage is revealed. These particles leave microscopic tears. This constant damage compromises your skin barrier, weakening its defenses. These micro-wounds create a pathway for the very toxins we have exposed. The consequence is chronic inflammation, accelerating the very signs of aging you are trying to erase. Furthermore, this inflammation can trigger post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. True exfoliation should be a gentle, deliberate process. The pleasure of that intense scrubbing sensation is not worth the deep inflammatory damage it causes. True renewal requires finesse, not force. Next, let's move to a cosmetic that you use to look younger, but which contains a powerful chemical known to cause profound toxicity. Number 4. The hidden carcinogen in hair dyes. P-phenylenediamine, PPD. Time: 0.2s. You rely on permanent hair dye to mask graying, seeking enduring youth. But the chemical that makes the color last carries a high risk of systemic toxicity and potential health problems when used repeatedly. This chemical is p-phenylenediamine, or PPD, the foundation of nearly every permanent hair color. PPD is a powerful sensitizer, meaning repeated exposure can lead to increasingly severe allergic reactions. The scalp is highly porous, and the absorption risk is enhanced by the heat during the coloring process. PPD has been associated with increased risks in epidemiological studies involving cumulative exposure. For women who color their hair monthly over decades, this sustained dermal absorption creates a foundational long-term health consideration. The cost of permanent color should not be measured just in dollars. We deserve vibrant color without compromise. Next, we must expose a cheap solvent that provides no benefit, but is notorious for its ability to irritate and penetrate. Number 3. The cheap solvent, the insidious presence of butoxyethanol. This seemingly harmless solvent, used to thin and stabilize product textures, is notorious for its ability to harshly irritate the mucous membranes and even pose a risk to the body's internal systems. This is the cheap solvent, and its presence offers absolutely no benefit to your skin's vitality. The chemical is butoxyethanol. Think of it in its industrial application. It is used in some heavy-duty degreasers. While its primary role is functional, it is known to be a powerful and harsh irritant. For delicate, mature skin, repeated exposure can cause significant redness, burning, and a breakdown of the protective barrier, accelerating inflammation. This solvent is recognized for its ability to be easily absorbed through the skin and has been linked to potential internal harm in laboratory studies. It is a clear example of manufacturers relying on an industrial-grade chemical to solve a formulation problem cheaply. The inclusion of this solvent is a cost-cutting measure. Don't tolerate a chemical that is actively irritating your skin. Now, we arrive at a fascinating dilemma: the number one anti-aging ingredient that can become toxic if used incorrectly. Number 2, retinol overdose, when too much of a good thing becomes toxic. Retinol is the undisputed gold standard of anti-aging, but applying too high a concentration or using it improperly can destroy your skin barrier, leading to worse irritation and faster photo damage. This champion ingredient misused becomes a powerful enemy in a scenario we call retinol overdose. Retinol, a derivative of vitamin A, works by accelerating cell turnover. However, the pursuit of faster results leads many women to choose concentrations over 1%, which is often too intense for delicate skin. When retinol is overused, it triggers a severe inflammatory response. The peeling and redness that some associate with "it's working" is actually a sign of chemical irritation, leading to accelerated aging, a process known as inflammaging. Never use a concentration above 0.5% without consulting an expert. True transformation with retinol requires patience and precision. The best results come from gentle, sustained effort. Our final betrayal is found not in a cosmetic product, but in the supplement you take every morning for internal wellness. Number 1. The natural flavor. Deception in anti-aging supplements. You swallow that expensive anti-aging supplement, believing every component is pure and clean. But the natural flavor, used simply to make it palatable, often contains solvents and chemical components that quietly undermine your entire effort toward internal well-being. This is the flavor deception, the final chemical compromise. The term natural flavor is perhaps the most misleading ingredient allowed by regulators. It often represents a complex chemical concoction that may contain dozens of undisclosed components. Critically, these blends frequently rely on solvents like propylene glycol to keep the flavor concentrated and suspended. When you pay a premium for high-dose antioxidants, the manufacturer's choice to include a hidden chemical blend simply to improve the taste is a profound compromise. These flavor compounds provide no nutritional value and can introduce the very synthetic elements you worked so hard to eliminate. The moral of the story is clear. A supplement must be chosen for its verifiable nutritional strength, not for a pleasant taste engineered by a hidden chemical package. We have now exposed 20 ingredients that betray the promise of graceful aging, making your knowledge your most potent anti-aging tool. You now hold the knowledge to transform your beauty routine from a chemical liability into a celebration of purity and enduring health. If you found this essential expose empowering, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Share this crucial information with a friend and join our community as we continue to choose wisdom over deception in the pursuit of lasting elegance.